When the road ahead feels steep and long, God's grace guides me, keeps me strong. Through every trial, through every fear, His steady hand is always near. No mountain too high, no shadow too deep, His grace surrounds my soul to keep. With every step I trust His way, guided by grace each passing day. Guided by the power of God's grace, a love eternal filling every space. Through storms and calm His light will stay, leading my heart on His perfect way. When doubts arise and my strength feels small, God's grace uplifts me through it all. He calms the chaos, He soothes the pain, restoring my hope time and again. His promise is whole, His mercy remains, breaking the chains of life's heavy strains. With every prayer I feel His peace, a love unending that will never cease. Guided by the power of God's grace, a love eternal filling every space. Through storms and calm His light will stay, leading my heart on His perfect way. Through valleys deep and mountains wide, God's grace is there, my constant guide. No darkness too strong, no path too far, His grace shines bright like a guiding star. With hands uplifted, my voice will sing, praising the hope His grace will bring. In every season, through joy or pain, His power remains unbroken, unchanged. Now as I walk with faith restored, I rest in the love of my gracious Lord. His grace surrounds, His peace sustains, guiding my steps through life's terrain. Through every moment I lift His name, grateful for love that will never wane. In every breath, in all I do, God's grace leads me forever true. Guided by the power of God's grace, a love eternal filling every space. Through storms and calm His light will stay, leading my heart on His perfect way. When my journey ends and I see His face, I'll thank Him, Lord, for His endless grace. For every step He's walked with me, guided by His grace, I'm truly free.
When my soul feels weary and my strength runs dry, God's Spirit lifts me, teaching me to fly. He breathes new life into my heart, mending the pieces torn apart. Through every valley, through darkest night, His Spirit guides with gentle light. No burden too heavy, no fear too great. In His hands I trust my fate, renewed by the power of God's Spirit divine. A love unending, forever mine. Through trials and storms His grace will stay, giving me hope passing day. When shadows linger and doubts appear, God's Spirit whispers, I'm always here. He calms the chaos, He eases the pain, restoring my joy once again. His power breaks chains, His love restores, opening wide His heavenly doors. With every step I feel His peace, a faithful presence that will never cease. Renewed by the power of God's Spirit divine, a love unending, forever mine. Through trials and storms, His grace will stay, giving me hope each passing day. Through mountains high and valleys low, God's Spirit leads where I should go. No road too rough, no path too steep, His power keeps my soul in peace. In every moment, through loss or gain, His Spirit's strength will always remain. With hands uplifted, my voice will sing, grateful for the healing His Spirit brings. Now as I walk with faith renewed, I see God's love in all that He's done. His Spirit surrounds, His power sustains, carrying me through life's joys and pains. With every prayer I'll trust His care, knowing His Spirit is always there. Through every season, through joy and strife, God's hope resides.
When the road ahead feels cold and steep, God's presence is near my soul to keep. He whispers softly, you're not alone. In His love I found my home. Through every trial, through every tear, His living presence draws ever near. No fear too great, no valley too low, His strength sustains wherever I go. Finding strength through God's living presence, a source of peace, love without end. In every moment, through joy or pain, His faithful Spirit renews again. When doubts arise and shadows fall, God's living presence answers my call. He lights my path, He calms my fears, turning my burdens into songs of cheer. His love restores what the world has torn, giving my heart a new hope reborn. With every breath I feel His hand, guiding me through His perfect plan. Finding strength through God's living presence, a source of peace, love without end. In every moment, through joy or pain, His faithful Spirit renews again. Through storms that rage and waves that rise, God's presence is there beneath the skies. No darkness too deep, no night too long,
me softly, in me rejoice. With hands uplifted my heart will sing, thankful for the peace His presence brings. Now as I walk with faith restored, I trust in the love of my gracious Lord. His presence surrounds, His strength remains, carrying me through life's joys and pains. In every season, in trial or peace, God's living presence will never cease. With every step, I'll lift His name, grateful for love that will never wane. Finding strength through God's living presence, a source of peace, love without end. In every moment, through joy or pain, His faithful spirit renews again. When my journey ends and I see His face, I'll thank Him for His endless grace. For every moment He's walked with me. When the road ahead feels lost and unclear, God's Spirit whispers, I am near. He lights the way with His gentle hand, guiding my steps through this weary land. No valley too deep, no mountain too high. His Spirit leads as shadows pass by. Through every trial, through every storm, His living presence keeps my heart warm. God's living Spirit guides our path, a beacon of hope through trials and wrath. Through every moment, in joy or strife, His Spirit breathes purpose into my life. When doubts arise and fears take hold, God's Spirit strengthens, making me bold. He lifts my heart with a love so pure. His constant presence helps me endure. His voice calms the chaos, His peace remains, breaking the chains of life's heavy strain. With every prayer, I feel His embrace. His Spirit renews me with endless grace. God's living Spirit guides our path, a beacon of hope through trials and wrath. Through every moment, in joy or strife, His Spirit breathes purpose into my life. His Spirit speaks in the softest breeze, in the rustling leaves, in the rolling seas. No storm too wild, no night too long, His Spirit sings a healing song. Through darkest nights and brightest days, His Spirit leads in mysterious ways. With hands uplifted, my heart will sing, praising the strength His Spirit brings. Now as I journey, my soul renewed, I trust in the Spirit, faithful and true. His guiding light, His love profound, keeps my feet on solid ground. Through every valley, through every test, God's Spirit leads me to what is best. I'll follow His voice, I'll walk His way, living in grace every single day. God's living Spirit guides our path, a beacon of hope
peace and rest. Through every moment, joy or strife, His Spirit breathes purpose into my life. When my journey ends and I see His face, when I see the sunrise paint the sky, I feel God's glory lifting me high. The mountains bow, the oceans sing, all of creation declares Him King. Every star that lights the endless night reflects His power, His radiant might. The flowers bloom, the rivers flow, through all the earth His glory shows. God's glory shines through all creation, a masterpiece of love and salvation. In every whisper, in every song, His power and grace have been here all along. In the gentle breeze, in the roaring sea, I see His hand shaping destiny. The forest sways, the deserts glow, everywhere I turn His wonders grow. The creatures sing in harmony, claiming His truth, His majesty. Through every season, through every place, God's glory fills the earth with grace. God's glory shines through all creation, a masterpiece of love and salvation. In every whisper, in every song, His power and grace have been here all along. The heavens declare the work of His hands, His glory eternal across all lands. The moon and the stars, the clouds and the rain, speak of His love that forever remains. From the depths below to the skies above, all creation tells of His unending love. With every breath, my heart will sing, praising the glory of my eternal King. Now as I walk with eyes open wide, I see God's beauty on every side. His glory surrounds, His light will stay, guiding my steps each passing day. Through every moment, through joy and strife, His glory breathes meaning into my life. I'll lift my voice, I'll raise my hands, proclaiming His greatness across the land. God's glory shines through all creation, a masterpiece of love and salvation. In every whisper, in every song, His power and grace have been here all along. When my journey ends and I see His face,
when the weight of the world feels too much to bear, God's shining grace lifts me with care. He calms the storms, He clears the skies, restoring my heart with His love that never dies. No chain can bind, no fear can stay. In God's grace I find my way through every every trial, through every test. His shining grace gives my soul its rest. Living freely in God's shining grace, a life that guides me in every place. Through joy and sorrow, His love remains, healing my heart, easing my pains. When doubts creep in and shadows fall, God's shining grace answers my call. He holds my hand, He leads me through, turning my darkness to something new. His mercy flows, His peace sustains, a love unbroken through all life's strains. With every step, I'll trust His plan, walking in grace, held by His hand. Living freely in God's shining grace, a light that guides me in every place. Through joy and sorrow, His love remains, healing my heart, easing my pains. His grace restores what the world has torn, breathing new life each breaking morn. No mountain too high, no valley too deep, God's shining grace is my soul's retreat. With hands uplifted, my voice will sing, grateful for peace His grace will bring. Through every shadow, His light will show, guiding my steps wherever I go. Now as I walk with faith renewed, I trust in God's love steadfast and true. His grace surrounds, His light will stay, leading me forward each and every day. Through every season, through trials unknown, God's shining grace makes His love clearly shown. With every breath, I'll lift His name, living in freedom, unbound by shame. Living freely in God's shining grace, a light that guides me in every place. Through joy and sorrow, His love remains, healing my heart, easing my pains. When my journey ends and I see His face, I'll thank Him for His endless grace. For every step He's walked with me, in God's shining grace I'm true.